Hello. So I am sitting here. My car, I got it um running. Right, went to the gas station and back and stuff. It needs a tune up. So I'm going to attempt to do that in a couple weeks. It's like running and stuff. It's just running really rough, so it needs a couple different things done to it. But yeah, I'm sitting here not doing anything, and like don't really have anyone to socialize with or talk to or like do anything with. Like I don't have any family. Um, I don't have any like super close friends. It's really weird. Um, like wonder what it would be like, to like be a different person. I don't know. Um, I don't really know. Like nobody can give me anything less than, you know, oh, you're fine, like, but, just walk away and never hear from them again. Like, it's a really hard thing to sit with, because I sit here sometimes and I try to think of good memories and, like, it's really hard to find any. I've had to make as much as I could in the past like year and 2 years and stuff. Just do as much as I could to reconnect to myself because like when you're constantly arguing, you know, with someone and that is like you know makes stuff up and tells you stuff that's not true constantly, and that's like everybody like situation. Um, it's difficult. It's difficult to be put in that situation, because, like, when it's a situation of not, when you're not making it my business, and that when you're not asking for me to go search for a blue car and you drive a red car, like you want me to go put something in your car, and your car is red or whatever, and you're telling me to go put it in a blue car and the key won't fit, like, what am I supposed to do? And then, so it's like just literally having shit thrown on myself. you know, People just throwing shit, like, not caring. But they do it because they're frustrated, and it's like an acknowledgement of them walking away kind of thing. It's like, alrighty, and I can't, like, if you're telling me that, you're not leaving any door open for conversation or whatever, then, well, there's no way for me to, like, I'm just sitting here with, like, man, I hope they're doing okay. I'd like to talk to them all day, every day, not literally, but, like, there's 200 people that I'd like to talk to. But, the nasty stuff that people have said, in conversation, or, it's just like, okay, you obviously don't want to talk to me and don't value my opinion and think I'm stupid. So there isn't any, like, point to it, It's a weird situation to be in. Not exactly where I want to be yet to move through this emotionality. I wish I could just wake up tomorrow and just disappear, move to a different state. Completely just, restart my life. I don't have to be in this house anymore. But, like, can't do that. I definitely thought about it, doing that if I made it to the other side, and I did make it to the other side of everything. And it's going to definitely take a good while before I get everything worked out emotionally. It's not easy. At all. It's pretty painful. It's confusing. It's frustrating. Like, it's, all the words. Like, it's not a positive feeling. Excuse me. Like, nothing I do. I mean, obviously I have to, do things. Some things are pleasurable, or like sleeping, if I didn't sleep. And I do have narcolepsy, then, like, I wouldn't be alive. But it is that bad sometimes, like, like, I have had to break down, in, like, positive input that much because I had so much negative stuff happening to me. And because I know what's happening, because I am notice it, obviously, because I'm dealing with it, and, also because, like, it's happened from people that I care about, so. Yeah. Not fun in any shape or form to think about, like, people being physical with you, or, like, threatening you with, threatening to kill you. I've had that happen by, like, 3 or 4 different people in the last 5 years. Just, like, and there was a person that was doing that for, like, 4 years before that of him. Like, people just started being crazy to me because, like, my, speaking wasn't all that well because I was having I had epilepsy at the time, and so, it was really confused about it. Nobody would give me medical help. But still was calling me in for work every day, um, and this has been going on my entire life. So, like, somebody should have been, arrested, multiple people, but like, there, sometimes things don't always work out like that. So, I'm lining all my stuff up because anytime I say anywhere, this isn't something I've talked about with ASD and all that stuff, but I line everything up constantly. Like when I'm doing stuff, like I just subconsciously will sit here and line everything up. So that's funny that that's part of the diagnosis, is lining stuff up. Like little kids, I mean, I've been doing that my entire life, like just on the table lining stuff up. But anyways, yeah. Just getting started with my first week of school. I have a whole lot of things that I'm not worried about, but that are cycling through my mind, but I don't want to talk about them anymore. I talked about some of them through the past 2 years, but at this point, I think that now, other than, I was taught through therapy and stuff, when you have situations like that, you just recognize that they, kind of like a pop up, like coming into focus, and then just, you have to clear your mind and not think about it. Or only designate, like, a specific amount of time to it. Like, I only think about it, for like 30 seconds or something, and then think about something else, go back to what you were doing. Ooh, sorry, I know that wasn't pretty, but, yeah. I don't have a whole lot to think about right now, and you can only keep your mind clear for so long, so I'm just kind of like, what now? But hopefully I'll get, find something to do with my time. Maybe I'll go to trivia and bingo and hang out with Keith on Fridays. I don't know. Who knows? Alrighty, I hope everybody has a good night.